Hello everyone, Gigacorona here, and welcome back to the Path of the Great Ones in Bloodbourne, where we do not have trick weapons, and we do not have standard firearms. But we're okay, and we're starting to get some momentum in this playthrough, I think. Oh wait, I always forget about the crews here. I'm gonna die, aren't I? Immediately after starting. What I've actually been doing recently, though, is playing the Nioh Beta demo. But I'm pretty certain I've played about as much as that as I need to. I've done pretty much all the interesting stuff in it. I played a whole lot of co-op in it. So yeah. I'm coming back to Bloodbourne now. And I practiced a little bit in some chalice dungeons before I started up this recording. Because it seemed like the thing to do. Nioh's control scheme is almost completely backwards compared to the FromSoft control scheme. So I really needed a bit of... I'm just trying to... Not getting anywhere here, am I? Nope. Just wanted to get a backstab in, and I couldn't do it. Yeah, right then, when I went to heal, I went to push the up button on the D-pad, as if I was playing Nioh. So yeah, if I go and heal and accidentally give myself blood bullets instead and end up killing myself, that will be why. And it's not the best time to be having control foibles when I'm already using an odd control scheme. Since this is effectively a left-handed build. Since a lot of my attacks are based on my left-hand triggers rather than my right-hand ones. I must say though, level 1 and 2 chalice dungeons are absolutely... you can absolutely destroy when you're using the auger. I mean, just look how powerful it is. If I was willing to just, like, throw bullets around like water, you can pretty much just destroy everything that's in your path. And I got a lot of blood echoes on me, relatively speaking. I probably should have used some of them earlier. Don't matter. Still mostly okay. I can anticipate the forest being somewhat troublesome as far as an area to play through. It's one of the more tricky areas of the game, I think. Not necessarily that any single part of it is difficult, it's just very long and there's not that many breaks. It just makes it more likely that you'll mess up an area and have to do a significant chunk of it over again. Whereas in a lot of other areas of this game, even if you mess it up, you usually don't have to revisit every part of it to redo it. Doing a bit of damn it, I got oiled. Nope, see, I did it then. I went to heal, gave myself blood bullets instead. Oh, you can face the raft of tentacles then. I really should give myself blood bullets all the time anyway. I use a lot of silver bullets in this build. Nope. Let's just grab all the goodies here. I can't believe you're still alive. Come on. Poke, poke, poke. Oh, he's dead. Very well. He is dead. Twin shards. Hooray! Good. Let's continue onward. Hi. It can be a little hard getting the follow-up attack in when you use the tentacles, because you tend to be stuck in that animation where the tentacles pull back in after you fire them. I got to enjoy that particular problem a lot in the chalice dungeons. where enemies you would normally shoot and then follow up immediately with a riposte. Suddenly it wasn't that easy. The timing to get the riposte in was super strict, to say the least. Mind you, there are things like the Watcher's boss in the Chalice dungeons. You can totally clown them with the auger to a degree that I didn't actually realize was possible until I started using it almost exclusively to do damage. What are we doing here? I think we should probably make a play to get to Yosefka's clinic, actually. Because this part of the forest isn't too bad. I'm not losing too much progress going this way. And Yosefka has something I want. The only other concern would be, I usually send the cannibal off to Yosefka's first. Actually, yeah, that's a good idea. I don't really have any particular joy in fighting the abhorrent beast version that the cannibal turns into. So we'll do that first. We'll get far enough to get the cannibal to go to Yosefka's. Get the reward for doing that. It's more profitable overall. And it's easier considering that we're going to want to kill Yosefka before the moon comes out. Yosefka might be a little challenging to kill, but at least once you unlock the shortcut leading back to the back of the clinic, it's not really a big deal to try it as many times as you want. Oh. Oh, okay. Apparently I hadn't healed recently. I had less health than I thought. So yeah. The better weapon for when you're surrounded by groups for an arcane build is the sprayer, because then you can sort of just spray around yourself, but that on the other hand doesn't have very good crowd control, because things do not get staggered when you spray them. So yeah, there's always a couple of drawbacks to any method you use. What we don't have very much of in Bloodbourne is a purely magical attack with a very large AoE. Okay, I'm done this very badly here. As long as he doesn't have hyper armor, you can usually just burst him down like that. But every now and then, one of his attacks will have hyper armor, and he will punch you right through it, and you will die. If I was half smart, I would have got behind him when he was doing his transform and just backstabbed him to death, but I'm not entirely with this game yet. Ah, Beast Roar. I can use that too. This is probably the closest thing we have to an AoE attack that hits all around us, but it doesn't do any damage. So its effectiveness is also a little limited. Don't think we need the poison right now. Or I should say the antidotes. Should be able to get some useful items around here. Blue elixirs. Might need those later. They're pretty expensive too, so no harm grabbing some free ones. Nope, now that's kind of questionable, dude. I thought he would try and run up towards me, but instead he just went, nope, I can hit you from here. Well, I object. I object most strongly. Get a free bullet out of this, shall we? Come on. You can do it. I believe in you. Oh. Oh. I didn't... I had the wrong thing equipped, pushing the buttons incorrectly. Everything's going wrong. I think the best thing for me to do there would have been to shoot him with the auger from behind. Then I would have got the bullet back, and there wouldn't have been any of this other nonsense, and the backstab would have killed him. Like that. There you go. It's basically how I could kill these enemies without actually using a bullet. If I could backstab them from behind without using the auger, that would be the absolute best, but doesn't happen that way usually. Oh, I thought that guy in the front was not a Molotov thrower. I guess he is. I'm gonna get hit by the Molotov, am I? Nope. Weirdly enough, I did not. Okay, we're doing pretty well. I don't know if I had any Molotovs on me at the time, but I do now. Shall I utilize them to make this a little safer? Damn, it's hard to see. I bet there's like some idiot right below me or something equally dumb. You know what? You guys aren't that terrible in the first place. All I have to do is hit you with this hunter's torch, and you will be burned to a crisp. Creepy corpse. You pretend you're still alive. It would be funny if using a torch in an oil field like this was like, if I accidentally touched it to the oil, I would just blow the whole thing up. I smell a free bullet. Nope. No, that wasn't quite what I wanted to do. Free bullets! There we go. This is why I want to kill Yusefka pretty quickly, because then I'll be able to get lots of free bullets that way. And that will really help with my bullet management. Like I was saying, I think having a rune that regains bullets will be really important later on when I'm fighting something like the Orphan of Kos, because I'll probably waste a bunch of bullets missing some attacks. But the ones I do hit and get the regain for, then I can make up for it. There isn't anything that important to get in this village area, it's just seems like the thing to do. Oh. Well, at least he got done in by the flame. Yeah, I don't really want to go into that pit trap for any reason. If there is an item down there, I know it's worthless. Because I've always, every time I used to come to this part of the game, I would be like, was there a good item down there? And it's never been the case. I don't actually remember what is down there. All I remember is the feeling of disappointment each time I went and investigated it. So yeah, not going to worry about it too much here. Did I ever get my blood echoes from the hilltop? I don't remember. And I feel like I would have more by now if I did. Guys. That is kind of fun. I've never really been a big user of the Beast Roar, but it does definitely have its uses. Probably because I was never really good at Wrath of God PvP in Dark Souls anyway, so these kind of big shockwave area attacks were never my thing, precisely. I'm just going to very quickly go look and see if I can spot my blood pile up here. Because, I don't know, I just get the weird feeling that it's... Actually, it could be up here, couldn't it? This could very well be what I was having a problem with. And do you guys have my blood? Yep, there it is. Glad I remembered. That was quite a lot of echoes. And I could use them. Anyway, now we can... I still have some rhyme and reason as to what I'm doing. We just drop down here now. We can investigate these back houses for their loot. More beast blood pellets. Oh. Tried to use the wrong button to dodge, which is another fun thing that Nioh has taught me. Let's refresh my blood bullets for a little bit. Oh. Well done. I think that's mostly everything worth checking out. There's an item here. I've got the blood vial back too. The only other part is, did I open the door through here? I think I did. I picked up all the items. Okay, cool. Actually, yeah, that was where the video just reset just a second ago. No problemo. Yeah, this village is a long... The forest area, not specifically just the village, but the whole forest village combined, is a really long area in this game. Probably the longest continuous area with no real lantern to speak of. There are a bunch of shortcuts back to the same lantern, but like, it feels a lot longer because there's no actual individual lanterns to teleport to, or to give you that sense of like relief or progress. You just have to make do with all the little shortcuts. I would actually love to see this area as like in like a big overhead map view, because I actually have no idea. I only have the vaguest idea of how it's actually put together, so that it makes sense that you can keep going back to the same lantern from different angles. There we go. The cannon guy isn't really that dangerous. I don't like fighting him unless I'm pretty close to it. I have actually done the thing where you just run right at the cannon guy and ignore the side houses. It's quite doable. I did like the idea of having to take cover from the cannon in this area the first time I was here. But it's a bit just a bit time consuming, I guess. Yeah, I was very lucky there that he was actually slightly in range, because I'm pretty certain he could have jumped and cheese grated the crap out of me if I'd missed entirely. And then I would have been able to do all this all over again, and that would have been the worst. Anyway, we're almost to the cannibal, but I do want to make sure we get the shortcuts. Before anything goes too wrong. This is weird. He seems to have entered his snake transformation AI before his actual snakes have come out. I've seen him do a bunch of weird things occasionally, but I've never seen him do that. Actually start doing attacks before the snakes come out. Weird. Oh well. Just quickly, because I don't want to do this too many times anyway. This Just one of those kinds of enemies where it's easy to spam it at them. If you're willing to do that, then suddenly this doesn't seem like so much like a challenge playthrough as it is just a kind of overpowered cheese build. But the move has its limits, for sure. Now, Volta, can I join the league?
And members of... What do you say?
I wish to join the league. Thank you. Give me the impurity. I'll use that for fun and profit later, probably. Some antidotes. Open the door. Good. Get the... I jumped a little in my chair just then from that crow. Oh boy. Anyway. Before anything else happens, let's go talk to the cannibal. Falling down here would be stupid. Poison knives. Conveniently placed against an enemy that is weak to poison. Hint hint, nudge nudge. But he's weak to one other thing too, which is
Blimey.
Yosefka.
Don't scare me like that. On a night like, oh, thank the stars. Well, would you...
Yes, I know one.
Oh, you take this.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you very much. I'll see you later, when you become a kin. Then I'll have your rune too, which will be the best part. I don't want to ignore him entirely because, you know, the completionist in me says I still want the beast rune. Okay, we got the cannon. I think we're actually good and clear. I'm gonna go back to Yosefka. Alright.
Oh, hello. You're all right. He's safe with me now. The treatment is going well. Here you are. Oh, thank goodness you came here, dear.
Anyway, free beast blood pellet, free insight. And you get the reward for killing him without actually having to fight him later. That's pretty good. Anyway, thanks for watching, everyone. I will see you in the next video. Or the next session of video. And I will see if we can get behind Yosefka's clinic and take something off her that she wants. Bye for now.